Okay, we've got a big one for you. Is AI going to take over the world?
I think it will eventually, but then there's going to be a big war.
Okay, what's that war going to look like? Is it going to look like Matrix kind of shit?
Or the Terminator, where the machines prevail? Probably.
Oh.
But then, I mean, we have EMPs and all that shit, right? So, of course, we would win, I guess.
Okay, but here's the thing about AI that's kind of terrifying, okay? It is already getting to the point where it creates better artwork than we can create.
Which
Okay.
is true.
Yes. I have some friends who are doing some amazing AI artwork, and here's some samples so you can see some of this shit.
Right here. That was
Beautiful,
pretty cool.
crazy, unbelievable artwork. I mean, just blow out your mind kind of stuff. And this is the AI doing it.
In a split second.
Yeah. And there's now AI out there that can solve problems, like solve workflow problems, automate workflows, okay? Write screenplays, write music, write all kinds of stuff in what? A split second. Okay, and the database of knowledge by which this AI is pulling is up to about 2020, 2021, which means anything that has ever been published or put on the internet or anywhere else, it has access to.
You know what I did see the other day? I did see that I didn't look into it because this was before we talked about, this topic. Probably the U.S. They were going to have an artificial intelligence lawyer.
An attorney, okay.
An attorney.
To be judge, jury, and executioner?
Yeah. An attorney and to represent somebody. So AI is going to officially represent somebody for the first time in history. So think about this. I think it's a pretty crazy idea because it's like when you're a machine that has every bit of information available to you, like what kind of cases would you win?
Well, you're not going to be winning the hearts and minds, are you?
I mean,
well,
yeah,
but
you
see,
won't,
that's
but
the thing. But
here's
see,
the
now, okay, these AIs now can write poetry. As a matter of fact, one of my colleagues at work had, I can't remember, Logic, or I can't remember which application it is. One of these applications, he said, write a poem and a sales pitch about our company, and it did, and it was fucking
Sounds
great.
like fucking Kaibo, like he would do that shit. Fucking Kaibo.
No, it wasn't Kaibo. It was actually another guy who
right.
we're gonna have come on.
Fucking, you're protecting Kaibo.
Nope. It's not
God
Kaibo.
damn it.
No, but you know what?
It's like AI. Give me a blueprint to building a Knott's Berry farm, a mini Knott's Berry farm in my backyard.
Yeah. No, actually, the guy's name is Robert Cosby, and he's gonna come in and talk to us. He's an extremely bright data engineer and design guy.
So what can he do? What can he explain?
Well,
What's his
and
input
he
on
can
him?
tell us all about it. But anyways, let's not get distracted on that. He'll talk about AI a little bit deeper. So anyways, the point is, it's coming. It's right there. It's right on our doorsteps, and hopefully there's a good ethics committee in place to make sure that we make really good decisions about how we let this take over humanity.
Yeah. I mean, some grocery stores, they have machines already working, right? As waiters, waitresses. I mean, does it have a gender? Does AI have a gender? Do machines have genders?
The gender-neutral AI is here to serve you.
I have a penis and a vagina for your pleasure.
Yes. Okay. So that actually brings up a very good question. Not the whole sexuality thing, but
Oh, damn.
oh my god, like that really fucking matters.
No, it doesn't. Continue.
How are they gonna reproduce? No, but
Like the Matrix uses as batteries.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Wow. Welcome.
Well,
to the
it
real
was
world.
Skynet in Terminator decided that humanity, the only way to save humanity was to destroy it.
Yeah. So with all this AI, can't they figure out like how to end world hunger, how to fix the ozone layer, how to come up with a calculation to clean up the oceans, or to not use fossil fuels, or to use a better material than lithium?
Yes. All of the above, and that's why I'm going to go back to what I was going to say, which is basically, to that point. Okay. Yes, they can. They can figure it all out, but are we listening? And is it going to tap into the profits of all the people that want to make lots of money, right? Which is ultimately what it all ends up being about. So what I wanted to say was, and you, yes, you kept so rudely interrupting, is we know what is already out there, and much like all the other conspiracies that we've dug up that are actually have truth to it, not just the stuff that people make up in their minds, all the stuff like technology that's top secret, okay, think about that shit for a minute. Okay. All the stuff that we know exists, which is already pretty terrifying, how much stuff is out there that we don't know exists?
True.
And what is that doing right now?
I mean, there is. Think about it. There's AI in your car, right? The Teslas that drive themselves. That's a form of AI.
Yes.
Your phone, Siri.
Yes.
That's a form of AI. I mean, it's all over. The Roomba, the little robot that goes around your house cleaning shit. Hello? It's like all over. They're slowly getting you used to the idea so you can become reliant on it. Even in your emails, have you noticed that in the emails, it finishes the sentence for you just to press tap and be like, oh my God. And then it has like predetermined responses to every email. So you can just click on that and hit reply. Now you're not typing anything. Now you're suddenly relying on the machine to create, responses for you. So you don't have to type it. And then what does that do? That makes people lazier.
So when you're online and you're looking at porn, is the AI crafting the perfect scenario and girl for you?
No, but I mean, you would know better than I would because you're the
porn expert.
Porn expert. Algorithms.
Look at that Zen AI floating behind us in a.
Hey Siri.
Siri,
pull up Spank Bang, please.
Siri, pull up the perfect girl.
Yeah.
For me, that is. Yeah.
Sooner or later, you're going to see Eric with his VR headset.
Yeah.
Like in the living room, like.
Dude, that's like the total crazy thing about it, right? That's like totally where it's going. You get on the bodysuit and the VR thing.
There's going to be like this, like.
Everybody checks out from having sex with people anymore. Now they're just like virtually having sex all the time.
And there's going to be like a fleshlight on them with a belt. And it's just like. That's all you hear. And Eric's just like.
Oh my God.
Fucking VR. It's like, Dad, can I borrow the? Oh.
Don't
get out of here, son.
Oh my God.
Man, AI would be
sinfully delicious.
Yeah. The AI is going to be so advanced. It's going to say, "Was that your son? Is he going to say anything to your friends?"
Eric, may I advise that we go to a different room or wait for a more convenient time? When your kids aren't around.
Eric, I shall order you a child lock from Amazon. Purchasing now, delivering tomorrow.
Oh God. Well, we are on the threshold of a very, very interesting transition in humanity right now.
Yes, we are. There are lots of things happening, and some people are paying attention and some people aren't, and that's okay. But when it happens, you're going to say, whoa.
Maybe I should have listened to Mike on a Platter.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should have subscribed to them and liked every video that they have out there and shared it with my friends because it's super important.
And that way we could actually get the message out there and more people would be thinking twice about what they're getting their hands into.
Exactly. But you don't do that. But you know what? You should. We forgive you. Just do it.
Yes, just do it. Don't think about it. Just make it happen. Yeah. Okay?
So what else? So we were talking earlier about the AI creating art.
Yes.
So do you think that would just completely eliminate artists?
Well, someone still has to give a command for the application to generate. There still has to be instruction or a director or a prime mover, if you will, kind of the whole God theory. The prime mover moves it, and the movement creates the result.
Okay.
So the movement in this case of the prime mover being the person given it direction. So you'll say, okay, Midjourney, whatever application you're using to create your art. I need a 35 millimeter with this scenery and this and this, and you kind of talk it through, and eventually it starts to get smart and build upon you know, the relationship
Direction.
you build with it, and eventually but you're commanding it, you're directing it, so you're basically becoming an art director.
Okay, that's cool. So then, do you think the value of art will suddenly just drop?
It's just going to change. It's going to change, and if anything, I think it's going to place a higher value on human created art versus computer generated art.
I like that. I did question that, especially when everybody was on that
Because
fucking trend,
yeah.
you know, with AI creating, you know, art from their faces, and they're still doing it. I mean, I wondered about that, and that makes sense because then suddenly something that's made by hand, right?
Well, yes, and you know, the only thing that's going to kind of start to trump that is maybe 3D printers that could generate it. So you're using a like advanced 3D printer that can maybe like pull all kinds of, you know, plastics and metals and all kinds of stuff and
Yeah.
make really cool creations.
But then, I mean, people can create the same thing too, right? I mean, if it's like everything that's handmade, handcrafted, obviously costs more, but that has more value, right? There's
so
art.
yeah, okay. So I mean, there's a way to look at it where it's like, okay, you're actually using a more complicated tool, a more advanced tool as an artist to generate something, to make something, to create something, and realize your vision more in more detail and wilder solutions.
So do you think, let's say if AI takes over the workforce, do you think they would make a mistake? Like when people used to say, "Oh, I'm not a robot. I'm human." We
Yeah,
all
it's
make
not going to work
mistakes.
like that. What it's going to be is someone still has to direct it, but it's just going to change the labor. It's going to change the labor force. You know, how many people are actually doing it? There's going to be less people doing it because there's only so much demand for it. So people are going to have to learn to do other things. And one of the things I read in one of the articles was that there would have to be more people learning how to repair, like robots and technology. So being a tech head is really where it's going.
Yeah. Interesting. So we got to change careers, go back to school, and it's
Get into the digital world.
it's sort of like I remember years and years ago, the port right here in Long Beach, they were going to be the first port to incorporate automated like AI to their docks, right? So you have a machine that's unloading and loading, containers.
Only to a point. The unions
Yeah.
are really strong. They're not
Okay.
going to let that,
Well, right, but
then you'll
I
have
remember
those resistances
when
out
that
there.
was happening, people were like, yeah, when you see those big cranes moving on their own without, involvement of humans, that's AI just kind of doing its thing and reading barcodes and whatever and doing its thing. But then also it's like, if you want to keep a job, be the person that repairs those machines.
There you go.
So,
Just like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp version.
Oh.
All right, you guys. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Keep an eye on AI. Some
Yep.
weird
It's here
shit's
to
coming
stay.
down the road.
Just keep an eye out, watch Mike on a Platter, like and subscribe,
That's
share
right.
with your friends. We're here to spill the truth and only the truth.
Thank you. Drive
Love
through.
you.
Peace.
Shalom. Love, sex, drugs, alcohol, pills, crack cocaine.